Hey guys, welcome back to today's video. Today is all about advanced camp. I'm gonna go through my daily training schedule so you can know what to expect when you go to camp. So you may be wondering why I'm dressed like a middle schooler right now. Well, I just wanted to honor my days in Fort Knox because this is what I had to wear to travel there and then to travel back home. And this is what you're gonna have to wear once you go to camp. Okay, let's get to this video right now. For those that don't know, advanced camp is like that final, it's basically like a test for all cadets in the United States to basically like get their accession points and compete with each other. I was at Fort Knox last summer in 2021. I was there for 31 days. I don't know like how times will change with this summer or like the next summers next to that one, after that one. But this is my experience alone. So I just wanted to share my day by day. I have like little notes, but I just wanted to share that with you guys. So a little background, because of COVID, my day one wasn't actually my day one. They called it -10 because we had to do 10 days of quarantine in order to start like our actual training. So I'm gonna start with day -10. Day -10 basically was my travel day. Once I got there, they assigned my platoon, my squad, everything. We had to go through like our packing list. It was just procedure, like they had to go through everything. And that was basically, we went, they assigned our dorms and we just went to sleep. Day 2, it was a COVID test. That was definitely not fun. It was my first official like COVID test through the nose, and I still feel it to this day. And like some counseling when we met our new cadre, so we got counseled by them in like group settings. We had a lot of CTO time. So yeah, the day -9, it was just mostly like the most important thing was like COVID test. We didn't have no bus movement. It was just COVID test. We walked everywhere. Day -8, we were supposed to do PRTs, but to be honest, we didn't do them on the first 10 days. My cadre didn't see why we had to do them, so we didn't do PRTs. What we did was like especially what you're gonna see in this like first negative days, most of the things that we did were briefs, like briefs every single day, like for hours and hours. It felt like it was never ending. A lot of standing around, a lot of free time. Those free time turned into CTO time. So it's like very boring, but you just have to get through them. -8, CTO time, briefs. -7, it was all the legal components. So we went to do our paperwork, more briefings, nothing really crazy. Day -6, the one important thing was the height and weight. So when you go to camp, it's really hard to fail out of camp, but if you don't meet the height and weight requirements, that's the only way you can literally fail out of camp. So get in shape. Day -5, that's when we got our weapons for the first time. Everyone was so excited. It felt like we were actually getting something done, finally. And then we got some warrior skills, more briefs. Day -3, that's when we had our LANF test. I'll say like you get to study a lot with your platoon, but I can make another video on the things that I saw in that test so that way you can prepare for camp. But it wasn't that hard to pass. Day -2, that was when we did our second COVID test and we had our med brief to go to like medical the next day. Day -1 is when things get real. This is a day when we get new cadre, and like the cadre that you had, it was basically to introduce you into like advanced camp, getting you used to like everything, take you to the briefs, whatever. But this new cadre is basically like the people that are gonna be grading you from then to the end of camp. So it was a big deal. On day -1, the most important thing that we did, and it took us most of the day, it was PMIs. We were just out there for a while doing like putting our reps in. They zeroed our weapons with this like laser thing. like the rules, like regulations, how to take apart an M4, which is a lot of useful information to have. Day 2, we did our physicals. That's just basically another long day of just standing, waiting around. Long lines, and be prepared to get your blood drawn. Like, that was terrifying for me. Day 3, we did the OPET. It was really easy. Like, if anyone has done the OPET before, it's very simple compared to the new ACFT. And at the moment, we don't know what the PT test is or will be for the future cadets, but that's the one that went on record for us. After that, this one's a big thing. We did the CIF brief and then the CIF. One of the tips I can give you right now, do not take any equipment from CIF. They are a pain in the butt, and you don't want to take anything from them because they'll literally like have you cleaning a little piece of cloth with like wipes for hours in order to return it. Don't do it. If you really have to, like, take what you need, but I recommend to opt out of that and try to get it from your program before going to camp. Day 4, this was my favorite day. Like, I can't say more about that. Like, this was my favorite day. We did the rappel tower and confidence course. I'm like an outside girl. Like, I love like doing anything that gets my adrenaline going. And this was a day where I was like, yes. It was a lot of fun. Like, if I could like jump off that tower 20 more times, I would have. So day 5, we did the ACFT. Even though it wasn't for record, we still had to do it. After that, we did the EST, which was a lot of fun. It was basically like playing like a video game with your gun. The day after that, day 6, we went out to the range and then we started group zeroing. Group 0, it took the whole day. We went back to barracks. On day 7, we did practice qual and then we qualled. And it had the pop-up targets. I'm gonna say like this, like the pop-up targets are a lot harder. You need to get your reps in, but you got this. If I could pass, you could pass. On day 8, we did our 6-mile ruck, which was for time. And we also did our land nav refresher. So once we finished our 6-mile ruck, we got to change, and then we went all the way to the land nav area where we did our practice round, which was a little tough because we just finished the 6-mile ruck, and then now we're out there at night doing land nav for like over 2 clicks. So that was a little rough, but we got through it. Day number 9, that's when we actually went on and day land nav and night land nav. It wasn't hard at all. There's so many cadet trails. You just have to trust your pace count and literally like just trust your pace count and your direction, and you should be golden for it. If you want me to do a video on how to do land nav, please like comment down below. I would gladly help you guys out. Like, I believe I'm really good with it, so just let me know. So for day number 10, that's when people that film day or night land nav got pulled out. They can do it during the day, but the main thing that was supposed to happen that day is Seaburn. Oh my gosh, I'll put a clip right now of me getting out of Seaburn. It was just awful. I couldn't open my eyes for the longest time, but you know, got through it. You're probably gonna see me just say I got through it so many times because it's the truth. I'm not gonna be lying to you. I just got through it. That day was, I'm gonna say it was a good experience to have, but will I do it again? Heck no. Heck no. You can't pay me like anyone of the world to do that again. I will not. I refuse. On day 11, this is when the real things happen. The field. This is the thing that I was more scared of, like since day 1. Well, since day -10. I was so scared for the field time, but this is when it started.